All right, Scott, you rolling? Are you rolling?
I'm rolling.
Okay. Scott, how you enjoying the show so far?
Absolutely loving it. Having a great time.
Is this your first time visiting?
No, I've lived here for 2 years. Moved back to Texas and come up whenever I can.
Excellent. Well, tell me a little bit about your background here. Why are you here at this convention here today?
Well, I'm a professional author. I've written 9 books so far. 3 of those books are about true ghost stories from various places around the country. I wrote the guide to Haunted Austin, Texas, the Ghosts of San Antonio, and
Southern stories.
Yeah, and Augusta, Georgia. I've written one about Augusta, Georgia also.
Okay. I take it that's your neck of the woods is pretty much the Southern stomping grounds?
Yeah, I'm thinking probably the next one I'm going to do is either going to be in Galveston or Houston, one of the two.
Really covering the state of Texas pretty well.
Yeah, well, I'm a 6th generation Texan, so I better give it some good.
And there's a lot of space to cover.
Yeah, there's a whole lot there.
One thing you were talking to Tara earlier, you said you're not only a writer, but you're also a paranormal investigator yourself.
Yes.
Do you have a team, an official team?
As a matter of fact, we do. As part of what I do with Dread Central, I'm actually their paranormal studies editor.
Excellent.
And I write a column for them twice a month on real haunted places. We call the column Cold Spots. There's currently 90 articles up there. So as an extension of that, we founded Cold Spots Paranormal Research, CSPR. And that team consists of myself, 5 other investigators, and we go to some really interesting places. We find some interesting stuff. Sometimes we don't find anything.
What's your specialty? What is your role in the investigative team?
I'm the lead. I'm the lead, and I'm also really darn good at getting EVPs for some strange reason. I don't know why.
Do you employ anyone that has what's the word for psychic abilities on your team? Do you involve mediums on your team at all?
No, we really don't.
Is there a reason why?
Well, there is. We actually do have people on our team that are sensitive, but we don't actually work that angle of it because everything that we come across, we want to be able to scientifically verify it. We want to make everything quantifiable.
Well, couldn't you use a psychic as basically bloodhounds? You still scientifically prove it.
Now we have done that, yes, but it's not like
that's the way I would do it.
But we don't just solely rely on that one aspect of it. Everything that we do, we back up with meters, we back up with video evidence, we back up with audio evidence.
Speaking of evidence, on the cases, 1 or 2 or 3 that you can think off the top of your head, what is the best evidence you substantially got away with on these investigations?
I'll tell you 2, okay? We investigated a place that was originally originally a military hospital that at some point, this is in Texas, at some point was converted into a frat house.
That's a change.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but through the course of that investigation, we wound up with a half a dozen EVPs that were Class A, clear as could be EVPs. Okay.
Where's the picture?
That was one of the neatest places we've been because the place was condemned, it was falling apart, and it got burned to the ground by arsonists about 3 months later. So it's not there anymore. Now, one place that we did investigate up here in Pennsylvania that we got a really great piece of evidence out of was a place called Buddy's Bar in Buckton, Pennsylvania.
I'm not familiar with Buckton.
Nobody is.
How far away is that from business?
Well, it's right near Waynesburg, which is outside of Washington, PA.
Okay, I know the area.
Okay. Buckton, actually, to my knowledge, there's only like 3 buildings in the entire town, and it's a hotel, a bar attached to the hotel, and a beer distributor. So that's all of Buckton. And we investigated this bar, and I heard the stories about it, and we thought that everything that we were getting was going to be urban legend, really. And that was until we went in and did the investigation. My wife went down the stairs. We were taking with us as part of their final project in a college class I was teaching on ghost stories and literature. So we took them on this hunt. My wife took half of them downstairs, I took the other half upstairs. And about 3 minutes after she went downstairs, she came up and she said, "Something got me." I said, "What are you talking about?" She lifted up her hair, and there were 6 bloody scratches all the way up the back of her neck. Now,
6.
While myself and the 6 students were standing around her, and I had a video camera on her neck, 3 more appeared on this side, on camera.
That's good evidence.
That is probably the single best piece of evidence we've got.
Are you more toward the video end? Do you want to see it to believe it, or do you go with the gut and the EVPs?
Honestly, I'm I'm pretty even-minded about what we get. I want something quantifiable. I want DVDs. I want video. I want photographic evidence.
Redundancy.
Yeah, I want redundancy. If a place is haunted, if I feel like a place is haunted, I'm not going to go in and just say, well, this place is haunted, just based on my own gut instinct. Because let's face it, there's some really creepy places around.
Yes, there are.
But if I can confirm it, someone gives me, someone tells me what phenomena they've been seeing, and I can somehow disprove all of that, or if I can somehow find a natural source for it, that's what I'm doing my job.
How many times do you go back to the same spot before your dad?
Depends on the spot. Sometimes we don't need to go back more than once or twice. Other times we'll go back until we're darn sure that there's nothing there. So it just depends on the place. Some places, like the hospital we went to, it burned down before we could
You didn't have a choice. It was done.
We didn't have a choice.
That was the end of the show.
Yeah, that was it.
I'm good with that.